One of the biggest mistakes many people make is doubting their own worth. We always think, why can he do it and I can't? Or am I good enough? And the more we feed this type of thought, the weaker we feel in the face of life. The truth is that we were not created to be copies of one another. Each person carries within them a unique gift, but when we try to measure our lives against the yardstick of others, we always end up feeling small. It's like putting a little bird to live underwater or asking a small tree to grow as tall as a mountain. It will never work. Yet still, we insist on comparing ourselves and diminishing ourselves. Today, with social media, this problem has grown even larger. We see the success of others in perfect photos, in edited smiles, and we believe that our lives aren't worth as much. But we forget that no one posts their tears, failures, or sleepless nights. And without realizing it, we start to see ourselves as less incapable, as if we will never be good enough. That's why today's story is for you who have ever felt this way, insecure, lost, unable to see your own worth. Listen carefully, because every word of this story can awaken in you the strength that has been dormant. There was a small village surrounded by mountains and rivers. In that village lived a girl named Clara. She was hardworking, generous, and always tried to help others. But there was something inside her that made her suffer. Clara never believed in her own worth. When she saw her friend Sophia being praised by the teachers, Clara thought, "I will never be as smart." When she saw her neighbor Daniel, strong and athletic, she sighed, "I will never be good at anything." And when someone in the village prospered, Clara felt a silent pain as if she were falling behind. These thoughts grew and stole her joy. Clara had no motivation and couldn't see her qualities. To her, her life seemed dull. Until one day, an elderly traveler arrived in the village. Everyone called him Master Elias. He carried a simple bag and had a serene look, as if he had seen much of life. People respected him because his words always brought clarity and hope. Desperate for answers, Clara approached him and poured out her heart. "Master, I try so hard, but I always feel that I am not enough. When I look at others, I see only that they are better. It seems I have nothing special." The master smiled calmly and said, "Tomorrow at sunrise, come to the field near the river. I will show you something that will change the way you see yourself." The next morning, Clara went to the field. The master was already there, sitting in silence. He pointed to the horizon and said, "Look around, what do you see?" Clara observed and replied, "I see the sun shining on the field, small and large flowers scattered on the ground, tall trees and smaller ones by the river." The master then spoke, "See how each part of this place has its function. The daisy never tried to be as big as the tree, and the tree never wished to have the colors of the flower. Even so, together, they create a beautiful and harmonious field." Now imagine if each spent their whole life trying to be something they are not. The tree would be sad for not having colors. The flower would feel too small. Nothing would make sense. Clara chuckled softly and said, "Indeed, that would be absurd." Elias continued, "The same goes for you. Your life does not need to be measured by the achievements of someone else. The sun and the moon do not shine at the same time, but each fulfills its mission. The sun warms the day. The moon lights up the night. And you, Clara, need to discover the shine that is uniquely yours." After that, he took the young girl to the river. There were stones of different sizes scattered along the bank. The master picked up 2 stones and said, "Look at this small one. It seems fragile, but inside it are precious minerals. And this larger one, even without much shine, is strong and firm as a base. Now tell me, which of the 2 is more important?" Clara thought and replied, "Both are important, each in their own way." The master smiled and said, "Exactly. The same is true for people. Some shine with intelligence, others with strength, others with kindness. You just need to look within and discover your value, and believe me, it is already there, waiting to be recognized. His words penetrated deep into Clara's heart. For the first time, she understood that she didn't need to be like anyone else. She just needed to be herself. From that day on, Clara stopped wasting energy comparing herself. She began to focus on her talents, her generosity, her discipline, her patience. Over time, her confidence returned. She opened a small workshop in the village where she created crafts that delighted everyone. A few years later, her skill transformed into a respected business. Clara became an inspiration for the young people in the region. And whenever someone asked, "How did you do it?" she would respond with a smile. "I learned that everyone has their value. A flower doesn't need to be a tree, and a small stone can carry a treasure within. The secret is to stop looking at others and start looking within." Remember, no one was made to live in the shadow of another. You have gifts that you may not yet see, but they are there. Don't waste your life trying to be a copy. Discover who you are, follow your path, and let your light shine in your own way. And now I ask you, isn't it time to stop comparing yourself and finally accept who you are? If this story resonated with you, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the channel for more transformative stories. Until next time, and remember, after this, you will never doubt your worth again.